Now, which of the following are true about qualified institutional placements? It is applicable only to institutions and not individuals. Okay, obviously the name itself is qualified institutional placement, so it is not for individual, it is for institution. It is a capital raising tool and is used extensively in India in recent times. This is also true. Okay, QIP was in news back to back in 2016, 17, 18, 19 time. So SEBI introduced it very recently to prevent listed companies from depending on foreign capital. This is like this recently, this is wrong. Okay, it was introduced in 2006. So QIP is a capital raising tool primarily used in India and other parts of Southern Asia, whereby a listed company, meaning a company which is there in the stock market, can issue equity shares, fully and partly convertible debentures, or any securities other than warrants which are convertible to equity shares to the qualified institutional buyer. Meaning a company is there listed in stock market, they can give shares to people and then raise the money. Okay, but not to everyone who you feel. It is to qualified institutional buyer. So who is this qualified institutional buyer? It is a corporation that is deemed to be an accredited investor as defined in this thing. Okay, there is a Security and Exchange Commission rule. In that rule is defined, okay, that it is a investor, accreditor, meaning he is a recognized kind of investor. A QIB owns and invests a minimum of $100 million in securities on a discretionary basis. The broker-dealer threshold is $10 million. So it's not like you go and buy simply one stock of 500 rupees or 1000 rupees or simply invest in stock market. These are big institutional recognized buyers. So they minimum of $100 million they invest and they buy the securities. So that such people who are registered under this SEC rule is called qualified institutional buyer, and through QIP they can raise get this thing. Okay, they can buy this thing and the company will raise money, capital raising tool, and it is introduced in 2006. So here again, if you see, SEBI introduced QIP process through a circular issued on May 26, 2006 to prevent listed companies in India from developing an excessive dependence on foreign capital. Okay, so if you see, the main purpose of this is what? Instead of you going and getting money from outside, try to raise fund domestically instead of tapping overseas market. So for that reason, okay, so this, if you see American Depository Receipt, ADR and all, this and all were international funding, about which UPSC asked a question also about ADR and ZDR, Global Depository Receipt and American Depository Receipt. That's what I have discussed in the previous year question videos. So to avoid that, you have this concept of QIP, where you can domestically raise huge fund.